Hi guys, my name is Evgeny and welcome to the Evgeny's Acting Studio YouTube channel. I'm a founder of the Evgeny's Acting Studio community on the school platform, as you can see here. And today I want to talk to you about the topic which I would call the long game of acting. So what is this and why you should really stick to this kind of thinking? Maybe I would change something in your mentality. I'll be talking about things that are not really common to talk about, and people do not think this way. And actually, for this conversation, I really want to say thank you to one of my students, wonderful member Charlie Davis. He's the part of our community on the school platform in Evgeny's Acting Studio. And Charlie, thank you so much because you were the inspiration for this video. So let's start talk about this. So I have the bullet point list here, so as not to forget anything. The first thing I wanted to mention is that most people are looking for something easy, cheap, and fast in life. So actors do the same. They look for one quick trick, one audition secret, just one emotional shortcut. But like real mastery never comes from shortcuts. What do I mean by that? You probably seen this. And guys, I'm talking to you actors right now, but also I want to think about this like more generally in life, because what I'm going to be talking about also applies to like many aspects of life in general. So people look for something cheap, fast, and that give them quick results. And I suggest you do completely different thing in life. Instead of looking for something easy, something cheap, something fast, try to find the hardest way, the hardest path. And why is that? Well, I would say this is very important because it's almost impossible, or to be very hard to repeat for someone else. The point of life is if you want to really achieve something meaningful, profound, to have a great result, you have to become what they call undeniable. So, Bitcoin appears, artificial intelligence, like new hype. Every few years, something new appears, and people want to start trying to earn money with this. They want to really kind of be in a trend, and do not look at things really profoundly. What I want to talk to you today about, and just the same goes with acting. It's like you do not become a great actor just by reading one book or making a few videos and then hoping that someone will notice you on the set, or like you'll be passing by some theater plates and they will notice you, and you have invested, I don't know, 10 hours of your life into this profession, and then everything will happen for you. No. My suggestion is that you focus on the long term. And long term, I mean not a year, not 2 years. I would say 10-year time at least. With that focus, imagine what you can achieve. While other people in life always changing niches, always changing their professions, they take one thing, they get inspired, and then they realize how much work it really takes to achieve just the first level of competence, and they give up. They like throw their hands down and they go to something else. They start a new journey. They get inspired once again. There's a spark. A few days pass, maybe months, maybe even a year, which is nothing. And then they realize how much work it really takes to get confident, competent at something, whether it's a business or become a real professional actor. I have always had this acting talent in me, but I started acting professionally. I entered into the film school, and after the first year, I spent so many hours. I didn't sleep. I took all the projects. I took any job, short movies, being on set, rehearsing with my crew, with other students in my film school. And after a year, I realized that I haven't achieved even close the results I wanted to achieve in the first place. And I realized even more how hard it was to become a really professional actor, to be able to capture the attention of a viewer, to really be filled with this inner charisma and confidence, to be able to tell the story, to be a great storyteller, then to be a great filmmaker as well. But I mean, it's hard. It's gonna be hard, and it should be hard. And I want you to have this focus that imagine if something is easy for you to do, then it's easy for someone else to do, which means someone else can replace you because they can imitate you, they can repeat the same actions, which are very easy to do, and like you will be replaceable. And what we have already mentioned, that you have to become undeniable. Someone other people count with, someone other people consider, and it's impossible not to see you. And just take this approach. How do you achieve that? Self-tapes, challenges, deep work on monologues, dialogues, scene partner work, always looking for jobs, participating in all the casting calls you have, theater work, short films, always like refining and honing your craft, being in the acting communities, always studying something, learning new techniques, getting better and better at what you're already good at, attending new master classes, finding new teachers, like knowing something, always reading. Guys, please read a lot of books. I mean, good books, good literature, drama, comedy, Shakespeare, I don't know, like famous theater plays, very important, like novels, classics, modern literature. Get educated, become the really like the person highly educated to get this wisdom of the world knowledge in your head, so you'll be able to be a wonderful and interesting conversationalist, you know, and just become an interesting person. Live your life fully, be like open to new experiences, and when you really start doing something, immerse yourself completely into what you're doing without any like plan B's, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, well, no, what I ask of you is kind of a big sacrifice, but how do you get like great at something else? I mean, at anything in this life, at anything, it requires hard work, discipline, talent to a certain extent, but most of all, your time, your like complete dedication, and you have to like become someone who's almost impossible to replace, you know? And people are not willing to do that. They want quick results. If you start a YouTube channel, let's say you do this, you're an actor, maybe you're not an actor, but you want to do something, yeah? And if you ever start a YouTube channel, then you really found out, I'm sure, how difficult it was. Much more difficult than you even thought in your worst scenario, possibly. It turned to be much more difficult. Because once you start doing something difficult as a YouTube channel, which is a great project, you suddenly understand that you lack storytelling. You don't know how to write scripts. You don't know how to film yourself. You don't know nothing about lights, about cameras, what lens to use, what ND filters to use, how to do the cinematographic like cinema language, how to shoot yourself. Should you film yourself inside or outwards, like outdoors, like I'm doing it now? How to edit your videos, what program to use, how to do marketing, how to do thumbnails, how to like promote your channel. Should you do short, or should you only do a long video? Or should you like connect your YouTube channel with other platforms like Facebook, Instagram? So many things you don't know about. And how do you reach that? By practicing, by spending your time, by like investing time, money, and all of yourself into this, and maybe you will achieve something huge, or at least something significant and worthwhile. Even in 2-3 years time, only you will see the first like plants of those seeds that you put inside this earth to see the blossoms of these flowers that will finally appear on the surface. But it will take a lot of time. The majority of people, they're neither willing to know, they don't want to like spend their time waiting for the result to come like after so many years. And if it's something feels really hard, especially in your acting career, yeah, if roles do not like fall down from the skies upon your head, nothing seems to be happening, you have to do all on your own, like see it as a good sign. And especially, for example, after months and years of training, you get the first big project. Say you got a role in a feature film, you landed it, cool. And then you realize, you look back at yourself and you understand how much time, effort, money, efforts it took you to get this role, to land it. See it as a good sign. Imagine for someone else to get at your stage, to reach this place where you are now, how much it will cost for them to do that. Because there are no shortcuts. This is what I'm trying to explain to you in this video. There will be never shortcuts. It's impossible in real life. It's only a long game. And only with this kind of thinking, imagine you see all other people who just only want to start a YouTube channel, an acting career, some other project, anything, business, like to become confident at anything. And you realize how much skills they lack, how many, like through how many difficult, like almost impossible things at the first glance they will have to go through to reach your current level now. And this thought should inspire you. This very thought should encourage you, because you have been on this path, you have gone through. Yeah, still, you're on the first stage of this first results. But imagine if you keep going, if you keep doing what you do, if you dedicate yourself to this one thing, if you immerse yourself completely into it, imagine, just imagine, if nothing happens for you, like, I mean, talking about results, something always happening for you, but I'm talking about results. If nothing happens for you in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, okay, nothing. Imagine if you do not stop for 10 whole years. Every single day, you devote yourself. If we're talking about actings, self-tapes, casting calls, training, masterclasses, monologue breakdowns, getting feedback, participating in the community, masterclasses, studying Stanislavski books and other great teachers, and you are full into the process, always curious, always inspired by life itself, always ready to be open up for new experiences. Imagine, is there just a slightly chance that you won't get what you want, that you won't get the results you want in 10-year time? I say it's almost it's impossible. I can tell you, it's impossible that you don't achieve anything. It's impossible that you won't achieve anything in 10-year time, because with such an attitude, with such a long game acting vision strategy, in 10 years time, you will crush it. You will nail it. You'll destroy all of your competition. You will be the king or a queen on like the top of the mountain. And then you will see on your deeds, you'll say, well, this is the crazy journey I've been. Like, it's always the climb, not the apex of the mountain. It's always the journey before the destination. Enjoy it. And if something really feels hard today, understand that it's cool, because it will be almost impossible for the majority of people to take even the first steps of what you have already achieved up to this day. Also, very important thing I want to mention, that when we're talking about not only acting, what to pick in life, like how to understand what this niche is going to be about, what you should be striving for, very easy. I mean, you either choose something that's very technically complicated. I mean, you have to know so many things, so many stuff to do, so many skills to develop, so many technical issues to master, that it's like really structurally complicated something to do. That'll be the first thing. The second thing, it takes a lot of time to get good at, so it's a difficult thing. So choose something in your life that's really like takes a lot of time to be good at, and years and years of time. And the third time is money. Well, if you have money, of course, yeah. If something costs millions or maybe even billions of dollars to make this thing work, it also would be wonderful. Or combine all three of those elements, choosing the path you want, or maybe only two elements, any pair of the elements from these things, or just one element, and you will crush it. And this is the attitude I want you to have, guys. This is the vision I want you to have, the mentality you need to have to achieve so many wonderful things, not only as actors, as human beings. And like, imagine that nobody will be able to compete against you, to like even start to comparing themselves to you, because people are not willing to spend so much time, money, effort, energy into one thing, to stay with it, to believe in themselves. And you can do it. I'm sure you can. And this is like the whole idea of this video. Believe in yourself and do not give up. Do not give up after 1 month. Do not give up after 1 year. Don't give up ever. Just do what you should do. What you just dedicate yourself to these wonderful things. And I'm sure so many wonderful things will happen for you. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you loved it. If you like this video, you can subscribe to the channel. And also, I suggest you join our acting community, which is called Evgeny's Acting Studio on the school platform. You can start the 7-day free trial. You can just taste it. If you like it, you can stay. It's a wonderful community of people all over the world. Now we have more than 100 members at the moment I'm recording this video, and there you'll find a community of like-minded people, actors who will really explore this wonderful art of acting with the mentality I have already just like talked to you about this in this video. And you'll find a place, a wonderful studio family home, maybe that you never had, or you would love to have one day. So you're welcome. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.